Hello and welcome to this quick Bitsgap tutorial. Now today I'm going to show you how to use the combo bot, and I'm going to also explain a bit more about Bitsgap in general, and how to use the combo bot, which quite frankly has been doing quite well. If you're going to have a look at the performance here in this particular account, it's been active for quite some time, and we've been in the range for Ethereum as well as Bitcoin, and Bitsgap's done quite a good job. The initial investment in this combo bot was $1,000, and the total P&L is about 700, so that's 77% gain. Let's see for how long this has been active. It's been active for 22 days, so that's literally also almost like doubling the account in the first 1 month of trading with Bitsgap combo bot. Let's take a look at the Bitcoin position. It was open at the same time, also 22 days, and the total profit is currently $323, so 32%. Ethereum has been a tiny bit more volatile. Now, on EVEDEX, when you're basically using EVEDEX to trade using Bitsgap, this is basically what it's going to look like. We're going to load up all the orders right here, and you will see that every single time that the price goes up, we take the profit. Sell, 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 sell. As soon as the price goes down, we buy. And what Bitsgap has been doing here, the Bitsgap combo bot, basically on Bitcoin, even though it's showing a slight negative because it did accumulate a position here, and for it to become profitable, it has to go higher into this take profit area. But overall, it still is incredibly profitable because that's what it does. That's its nature. We go down, we have a short-term drawdown, and we build the position. We go up, we sell. And we do it basically like market makers. Real high frequency, and there is different settings. So I'm going to show you these settings. And it is so much better, in my personal humble opinion, than to do it yourself manually if you were to take just one single trade. Now, for me to explain how this works in practice before we move on and I show you how to set up your Bitsgap bot yourself. So how it works in practice is quite simple. Let's say you have a look, you see Bitcoin, and you're saying, okay, I believe that this price here is the bottom. What you can do is you can just open one trade and wait for the price to go up, and therefore you could make a profit. Or you can go to Bitsgap and use the DCA bot and tell it that, okay, I think that the price will not go lower than 60,000, and the area of interest for me is between 60,000 and 80,000. And then Bitsgap is going to put in a bunch of orders in this price vicinity, and as long as the price stays in this vicinity, it's going to trade for you. It's going to trade up and down and up and down and up and down, and this is what the grid bot does. Now, Bitsgap has gone a step further, and they've created a combo bot. Combo bot is what combines actually the grid bot and the DCA bot. So grid bot, again, is going to trade just in a range. But as soon as the price leaves the range, it will shut down and nothing will happen. Not with Bitsgap. With Bitsgap, it's going to actually move the orders higher. So in this way, you make money not only in the same vicinity and that range that you've pre-selected, but also if the price goes into the uptrend. So you need either a sideways activity or an uptrend for you to make money on the long Bitsgap combo bot. Now, if you believe that the price is going to go lower, you're going to say, okay, we're in a bear market. I'm targeting whatever, $35,000 per Bitcoin. Okay, great. What you can do? You can just open a short trade and wait for the price to go down, or you can have Bitsgap trade for you. And, as you can see here, the price has been literally standing and doing nothing. And once again, Bitsgap has done on Bitcoin 33% gain, and on Ethereum it's done 77% gain. But the price has been literally standing. Look at it, Ethereum as well. It's been doing nothing. It's been standing. So if you were to open just a long trade, normally you would just sit on a small profit or nothing because the price didn't move. But Bitsgap, it trades up and down and up and down and up and down. So therefore, even if you were to guess the area correctly and you would have taken a long trade, you would not make any money. And again, even if it would go higher, you would have a great profit. But the price never moves in a straight line. It always goes up and down. Just like here, for example, when it goes up, then tiny bit lower, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, 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 up. So it always moves as frequency. It goes up and down and up and down. So making higher highs and higher lows, or lower lows and lower highs, so which is a trend, really. That's how you identify a trend. And Bitsgap, instead of having just one position, it's going to build a position, unload, no, in that case, it's going to build the position, unload the position, build the position, unload the position, build the position, unload the position. So therefore, for every dollar you could make just with one trade, you can make literally $3 to $5 or more dollars, depending on settings, with the Bitsgap combo bot. All you care about is that it either stays in the range or it goes up if it's a long one. If you believe in a bear market, then you can select again the area of 80K and 60K initial area. And then if it goes a bit higher, it's going to build your position. It goes lower again, you will make some money. It's going to take some profits. It's going to go up again higher. It will build the position for you. And then let's say you were correct and it goes into bear market. And this entire move again will be up and down and up and down. And Bitsgap combo bot is going to trade it perfectly up and down. So again, with a short one, you either have to have the price stand in this channel or trend downwards, and you'll make great money. And you're going to make a lot more money than if you were to trade manually, basically the same asset in the same area, believing the same future price performance. Now, how to get it up and going? Now, you can, of course, use different exchanges because Bitsgap supports different exchanges. But for the purposes of this lesson right here, we can actually show you how to use EVEDEX. EVEDEX is a decentralized platform. It's anonymous. It's actually quite reliable, and it's a lot safer than centralized exchanges because here you control your own money because it is self-custodial. You always retain full control over your money, and there is no hot wallets, and you don't trust the money to the exchange itself. So in order to create an account, it's actually quite simple. You just go to evedex.com directly, and you click login or sign up. And basically, you either connect MetaMask, you can connect up to 100 wallets, Rebbe wallets, Trust Wallet, etc. Or you can use your email. So you can put in your email and just create an account within literally a couple of seconds. And with Bitsgap, it's extremely simple. And the chances are, if you're watching this, you already have a Bitsgap account. So let me log in, and then we'll continue the tutorial of how to actually set up the bots. So here is a fresh EVEDEX account. And here is Bitsgap, which is actually not connected to an exchange. It's extremely simple of what you can do. You can either, there's manual trading options right here, or what you can do is you can go to bots. And then here is where all the magic actually starts. There is two options. There is spot as well as futures. So spot is when you use direct asset, underlying asset for your trades. So you buy Bitcoin, sell Bitcoin, buy Ethereum, and etc. So there's different bots for this. You can study them separately. There is just the grid bot, a QFL bot, DCA bot, BTD bot, loop bot, etc. For today's tutorial, let's use futures. Futures is just contracts for difference, basically, and you make money based on that futures contract. There is going to be two options, either DCA futures bot or a combo bot. And both of which you can actually learn more about different bot strategies if you're going to click right here. But for the purposes of this tutorial, let's keep it quite simple. The difference between the DCA futures bot and the combo bot is quite big. So there is an underlying function of the combo bot is going to be the grid bot. Again, the grids are where there's just a bunch of orders for selling and for buying, or for buying and closing the position, or vice versa. Now, the DCA bot is basically when you open a trade, and if the trade goes against you, it will just add more and more and more to your position based on the risk parameters that you set up. So it's going to simply DCA, or dollar cost average. There's also dollar cost averaging in spot, where basically if you want to automatically buy more asset that you like, it can be altcoins, it can be Bitcoin, Ethereum, it's going to do that for you, and it can do it automatically instead of you just doing it manually with your hands. Now with the futures, there is an option which in my opinion is one of the best performing options on Bitsgap, and that is going to be the combo bot. So let's go ahead and click on it. Combo bot really is extremely straightforward and pretty complicated at the same time. Now, before I explain how to use it, let me connect the exchange first. For you to connect an exchange to Bitsgap, you basically click connect at least one exchange right here, and then you can select the exchange that you want to use. Now, if you want to use Bitsgap combo bot on futures, just one combo bot for free, you can use EVEDEX. The rest, the subscription is required, and for all other exchanges, also the subscription is required, including the combo bot. But you choose which whatever exchange you want to use. Then there is Fast Connect or Manual Connect, and you can just use the Fast Connect. You click Connect, and it is incredibly straightforward. You click I agree, link the account. So this is EVEDEX asking you for permission to link to Bitsgap. And just like that, within the matter of seconds, you have your EVEDEX account connected, and it shows the balance you have in that account. Now, again, going back to bots, futures, the combo bot, and here you basically will see immediately that it's actually offering you to create the grid. This is exactly what I showed you before. For the purposes of this example, again, let's use the same simple and round numbers on Bitcoin. So let's say you believe that, okay, Bitcoin has gone down to 60,000. It's not going to go any lower. So your borderline is going to be 60,000. Upper line, upper region, for example, is going to be a $20,000 price gap, really, the price area. And here you believe that the price is going to either stand in this vicinity or this is going to be the bottom. So therefore the price will sooner or later go higher than this area. And this is what Bitsgap combo bot is going to be absolutely perfect for. Usually, just as a grid bot, as I explained before, it's going to trade just in this vicinity. And if it goes beyond this vicinity, it's going to shut off. With the combo bot, it also includes the DCA function. Here, you can actually read a bit more as to what it does. An easy-to-run bot finally combines DCA and grid strategies to profit from futures. And you can also click here to learn more. But the idea is, once again, as I've explained, when you have a bunch of these grids in the middle, right here, and the price goes to the side, you will make money. If the price goes higher and just starts uptrending and going to the uptrend, the combo bot will adjust to it and it will increase the number of grids higher. It's going to move the grids higher. So it's going to start trading the uptrend, and it just combines the sideways movement with the trend trading. When the regular grid bot that you have on exchanges and stuff, the basic one, will trade just the range itself. So now all you gotta do is you select whether you want to do long, which pair you would like, because there is quite a few pairs you can trade. You just basically select the pair, then you go whether it's long or short, whether you believe the price will go up or down. And remember that if the price is gonna stand in the middle, both long and short work fine, because as long as it doesn't cross the borderline of the region in the opposite direction of your trade, you will make money. So therefore, for example, for the purpose of this example, I believe that Bitcoin should go higher from here. Just as a hypothesis, it might not, but let's say this is what I believe. Here you select your initial margin, so how much money you'd like to put into this bot. Let's say you put in $1,000. Now what you need to do is you can do the quick setup. You can do a short-term one, and that's going to be a very tight range. So you can do it for active trading, for maybe some news trading. You can do it for day trading. But normally it's going to be a bit higher risk because the zone is really close. And of course, if you get it right, it's going to trade quite a bit and you can make a lot of money quite quickly. Or it can be the opposite quite quickly as well. Now there is midterm. Midterm is basically a $10,000 price gap. And here you would say that the price will not go lower than 64,000. And it's going to trade in this $10,000 range. Or what I like to use the most is long term. And this is going to be a $20,000 price gap. So 61,000 all the way to 80,000. So basically that's a $20,000 price window, just the one that we've been discussing right here. So if it just stands and bounces up and down, it's going to make great money. If it just goes higher and just bounces and just go higher and it goes to the all-time high, great, it's going to steal because it's a combo bot. It's going to trade up and down and up and down and up and down and uptrend as well. And it will actually move up this area higher and higher and higher and higher. If you're selecting an option of short, then it's going to do the same if the price keeps dropping and you believe that the price is going to go lower down to, I don't know, 30,000, 20,000, or you believe Bitcoin is going to go to zero or whatever else. You can just turn on this bot and create a long-term one. So the price gap is 20,000. And as long as it doesn't go beyond the area against you, it's going to keep going to the side and just slowly going down, tripping down to zero. You'll make a lot of money. So this is whole entire concept really. So let's say I'm doing long, initial margin, $1,000. I do long term. I can also adjust the leverage upwards of 10x. There's also manual adjustment. So basically you can choose you can see and adjust the low price, the high price, the amount of grids and the levels you want to have. If you would want to have 38, you can reduce it down to 20. You can have 4 if you want to do, but it's going to be too little. Maybe 10. So it's going to be less of them. There's going to be maximum is 10 to 40. Yeah, so 40 is maximum. I usually use really maximum, so 38, 40. So here the DCA and grid steps, you can select how big the steps should be, the low price and the high price. And then you can also add your stop loss. You can add your take profit when it's going to completely shut off, if that's what you want to do. As you can see, it shows up here, take profit and stop loss. So you can actually predefine this for yourself as well to keep your risks in check. Now, all you got to do, you can also actually backtest. There is backtesting tool available to you right here. And once you're happy with all the setup, because quite frankly, it's incredibly straightforward, you click continue, then there is the preview of the combo bot, and there is all the information you need. You can check it, make sure everything is correct, and you simply click start the bot. And just like that, it has started. And you will actually going to EVEDEX, you will see the order. The orders will start showing up. It's going to take a bit of time, maybe a minute or two, for all of them to show up. And what Bitsgap usually does, initially, it opens a portion of the position immediately, and then the rest, it just trades up and down. And a very important note that with Bitsgap, the moment it has built a full maximum position that it's allowed, it will not rebuild it until it completely takes the profit. So if it took the profit halfway, but it did not take the full profit, if the price reverses, it will not build that trade anymore. It will wait until it fully takes the profit. And then once it's fully taken the profit, the orders will readjust. And once the price moves down, it will actually start building the position yet again. So it's just an important note, because initially when I was using it personally, I got a bit confused by it, because I would see that it took some profit, but not fully, and it would not add to the trade anymore. That's why it needs to unload the full amount at first before building the trade again. So, and just like that, as you can see, most of the orders already showed up, and the trade itself shows up just like any other trade, and you can monitor it on your exchange that you're using, and it's actually extremely straightforward. And on Bitsgap, it also shows up as a trade with all the same data, and here basically you can see your total P&L, you can see your total bot profit, and now if the price moves lower, it actually is going to build the full trade, and as it goes up, it will actually unload the trade. So I actually want it to go down now, short term in a negative for me, but it's going to build up the trade. And then it's going to unload it, build it up again, unload it. So the P&L always is just up and down and up and down, but overall it's profitable as long as it doesn't go beyond the area of your stop loss of this entire bot setup. Then basically here you have the bot profit dynamics. You have the position, description, and all the details, and the entry price. You also have your asset allocation, if you're going to have a wide range of assets, because you can trade different assets here. And then the trading time. Also, in bot actions, you have the details that you can view. There is a manual position averaging. So if you wanted to add to the position at any given point, you can actually do that. And this is going to average down your position. So if you see that the price has gone down, but it did not add because it did not fully unload itself, and the price has gone to the area where you think you would want to add to the position, you can actually add to the position right there manually, and it's going to increase your position, but will lower your entry price. And then it's going to readjust basically the averaging of the position itself. So you can play around with it to see how it feels and how it works. And then you can modify the bot. Some of the settings can be adjusted. And then you can add your stop loss, your take profit. And if you want to stop your bot, you simply click stop bot. And here you can either fully convert to USD, so stop the bot by also closing all the positions, or you can actually keep your position but remove all the other orders. So if I want to stop it, I usually click convert to USD, so which means to close all of the existing orders and positions as well. Click confirm, and then on EVEDEX, all of these orders will disappear, and then also the trade itself will also disappear. And just like that is how you use Bitsgap's combo bot. Again, there is many other strategies. There is a lot of things you can explore further, And there is again, with exchanges, if you want to remove the exchange and the plugin, you just click delete and you just delete it. Now, when it comes to trading, you can also do manual trading if you wanted to. You can connect any exchange you like, EVEDEX for example, and then trade manually, but normally you will be selecting the bots. And for futures, most of the stuff we've already discussed. And when it comes to spot, perhaps we'll do it in a separate lessons, but at this point, this is all I wanted to convey in this lesson. So best of luck with your bot trading and stay smart.